corporation or a trust, an LLC, an unincorporated association. But what a nonprofit is an entity that has been formed for nonprofit purposes. It doesn't mean that they don't engage in business activities. It doesn't mean that they don't earn a profit. But the point is that the goal is not about making a profit. The goal is about the mission and what you care about, and probably why you're interested in forming an organization. Nonprofits have non-distribution constraints, which means that their profits, if they make any, are reinvested into the organization, and they're not distributed to any shareholders. They're no owners of nonprofit corporations. Not-for-profit is distinct from tax-exempt. So a not-for-profit is really a creature of the state. So you become a not-for-profit corporation, or you become a trust that's devoted to charitable purposes under state law. While federal law is the law that grants or bestows upon you your tax exemption, and you have to apply separately for that. So I want to talk about 3 points before you go ahead with forming. And these points aren't to discourage, but just to talk about some of the realities of what it means to set up a not-for-profit in whatever form you choose and attain tax exemption. So one thing that we've seen over many years is that sometimes there's a certain amount of surprise at how much ongoing compliance work you need to do when you set up a nonprofit. And these are highly regulated entities, particularly if you get tax exemption. And in New York, we have a very active Attorney General. The IRS and the legislature have been very active about passing statutes over time. So sometimes some people have found after exemption that the expenses of compliance outweigh the benefit of the tax exemption itself. It doesn't mean they don't want to accomplish their mission, but they would be happy to have done it without the tax exemption.